the Japanese places people regret visiting after dark. There are haunted places. And you know what? Then there's Japan. Not the neon Tokyo. Anime. Cherry blossom version people post on Instagram. I'm talking about the Japan that locals whisper about quietly. The roads nobody wants to drive alone at night. The tunnels taxi drivers avoid. The forests where people disappear. The abandoned villages where even ghost hunters panic halfway through filming and leave. And the creepy part is, a lot of these places are tied to real tragedy. Real deaths, real suffering, which makes everything feel way more unsettling. Because whether you believe in ghosts or not, humans leave energy behind. Trauma leaves marks. Places remember things. And after reading these stories, I genuinely don't think I could visit some of these locations alone. Like, no joke, some of these stories gave me actual chills while researching them. So tonight, let's go through some of Japan's most terrifying haunted locations. And trust me, they only get darker as we go. Part 1. Aokigahara, the forest that swallows people. At the base of Mount Fuji sits one of the most infamous forests in the world, Aokigahara, also known as the Sea of Trees. Even the nickname sounds unsettling. The forest is unbelievably dense. The trees twist together so tightly that sunlight barely reaches the ground. It's eerily quiet too. No birds, very little wind, just silence. The kind of silence that makes you hyper-aware of your own breathing. People who visited say it feels disorienting almost immediately. Your sense of direction disappears. Compasses can malfunction because of magnetic iron deposits under the volcanic soil. Every path starts looking identical. And then there are the signs. Actual signs placed by the Japanese government telling visitors things like, please think carefully about your children, your family, your life. Imagine walking into a forest and the first thing you see is basically an emotional intervention. That's terrifying. Aokigahara became infamous because of the number of suicides connected to the area. For years, authorities avoided releasing exact numbers because the place gained this dark reputation internationally. But what really fascinates me is the psychology behind it. People describe feeling pulled deeper into the forest. Like once they enter, something changes emotionally. Now, logically, that could absolutely be isolation, darkness, panic, and suggestion affecting the brain. But emotionally, the stories still get under your skin, especially because Japanese folklore already viewed forests as spiritual places long before modern tragedies happened there. Some legends claim abandoned spirits wander among the trees. Others believe grief itself accumulated there over decades. And the scariest thing about Aokigahara isn't ghosts, it's loneliness. That feeling of disappearing emotionally before physically. That's what makes this place heartbreaking more than anything else. Part 2, Okiku's Well. Inside Himeji Castle, there's a famous haunted location called Okiku's Well. And this story sounds like something straight out of a horror movie. According to legend, a servant named Okiku worked for a samurai household. She was loyal, respected, and trusted. Until one day, valuable ceremonial plates went missing. There were supposedly 10 of them. Okiku was blamed. Some versions say the samurai accusing her actually wanted a relationship with her and became furious after rejection. Others say she was simply framed. Either way, she was tortured repeatedly to confess, and eventually thrown into the well, alive. That image alone is horrifying. Darkness, cold water, no escape. People claim that after sunset, visitors can hear a woman counting slowly near the well. 1, 2, 3. Until she reaches 9, and then screaming. Never 10. That detail genuinely creeps me out, because psychologically, unfinished things haunt people more than completed things. An unfinished sentence, an unanswered message, an unresolved death. 9 plates instead of 10 become symbolic. Not just missing objects, but stolen justice. And whether the haunting is real or not, the emotional weight of the story stayed alive for centuries. That's powerful. Part 3. The Bridge of the Courtesans. Next is Oiran-buchi Bridge. This one feels deeply tragic. During Japan's Sengoku era, a warlord supposedly discovered a secret gold mine. And instead of protecting people, he protected the secret, violently. The story says several courtesans working nearby were invited onto the bridge for celebration. Then the ropes holding the bridge were cut. They fell into the gorge below and died. Imagine realizing mid-step that the bridge beneath you is collapsing intentionally. That panic. That betrayal? Visitors today report hearing crying sounds or seeing women in traditional kimonos standing motionless near the bridge. And to me, bridges are already creepy at night. It just has this creepy vibes. There's something about standing between two places in total darkness that feels unsettling psychologically. A bridge is temporary by nature, unstable, suspended. Add centuries-old betrayal and ghost stories on top of that? Absolutely not. I'm leaving immediately. Part 4. The tunnel where people see passengers. Now let's talk about tunnels, because Japan has a lot of haunted tunnel stories. And one of the creepiest is Old Chusetsu Tunnel. This abandoned tunnel supposedly had multiple worker deaths during construction. Some rumors even mention occult rituals happening nearby afterward. Whether true or not, the tunnel gained a terrifying reputation. People hear footsteps echoing behind them. Cars stall near the entrance. Drivers see figures standing inside the darkness. But the story that really stuck with me involved a motorcyclist. Late one night, he rode through the tunnel alone. When he checked his rearview mirror, there was suddenly a woman sitting behind him. Pale, silent, wearing white. And then she disappeared. I hate stories like this because they're so simple.
No giant monster. No dramatic chase. Just realizing someone impossible is suddenly right behind you. Okay, that is scary.
Part 5. Camp Hansen's Marine Ghost. In Camp Hansen, there's a famous ghost story known as the Marine Ghost. Drivers late at night allegedly see a soldier in a bloody World War II uniform trying to flag vehicles down. People stop thinking someone needs help, but as they approach, the soldier vanishes. Military ghost stories always hit differently because war leaves such heavy emotional residue behind. Fear, violence, survival guilt, and Okinawa especially saw devastating battles during World War II. Thousands died there, so even if you don't believe in spirits, the atmosphere alone probably feels heavy. Guards stationed there reported hearing boots walking at night with nobody there. Shadow figures moving near checkpoints. That feeling of being watched. And honestly, if I saw a soldier appear on an empty road at 2 a.m. and disappear, holy crap. Part 6. The Schoolhouse in Hokkaido. Now this one genuinely sounds cursed. There's an abandoned round schoolhouse in Hokkaido, tied to disappearances and deaths. Visitors describe hearing children laughing, then screaming. That contrast is terrifying, because children's laughter is supposed to feel safe, happy. But horror changes context completely. 1 second something sounds innocent, the next second your brain interprets it as danger. People exploring the building reported shadows moving independently across walls. Others felt physically sick after entering. And one urban legend claims a visitor disappeared completely during exploration. No trace. Now, obviously, urban legends evolve over time, but abandoned schools already feel emotionally strange. You walk through empty classrooms and immediately imagine the people who used to be there. That absence becomes unsettling, especially in silence. Part 7. Inunaki Village. This might be one of Japan's most infamous urban legends. Inunaki Village. Supposedly an abandoned village hidden deep in the mountains where terrible murders occurred. People claim strange things happen there constantly. Electronics fail, Cars stop working, visitors hear chains dragging across the ground, and honestly, abandoned villages scare me more than haunted houses. Because entire communities disappearing feels wrong on a primal level. A single abandoned house? Fine. But an entire town empty. Your brain instantly starts asking questions. What happened here? Why did everyone leave? One legend tells of a photographer seeing a woman near an old well with glowing red eyes. He tried escaping, then his car died. And afterward, he vanished. Again, probably folklore, but folklore exists because stories emotionally resonate with people. And isolated villages trigger one of humanity's oldest fears: being completely cut off from help. Part 8. The Himuro Residence. If you've played Japanese horror games before, this next one might sound familiar. Himuro Residence is tied to stories about forbidden rituals and violent family deaths. According to legend, the family practiced terrifying spiritual ceremonies involving blood sacrifice. Eventually, everyone inside the residence died violently. Visitors describe overwhelming dread there: whispering voices, apparitions, a woman in white standing motionless in hallways. And I think what Japanese horror does especially well is atmosphere. Western horror often relies on jump scares. Japanese horror leans into inevitability, slow dread, silence, the feeling that something is wrong long before anything happens.
That psychological tension is way scarier to me, just like in movies. Because your imagination starts doing half the work. Thinking, that would happen to me. Shit.
Part 9. The ruins where monks turned on each other. The Doryodo ruins are linked to violent conflict among monks centuries ago. Locals believe the land absorbed the suffering from the bloodshed. Visitors hear chanting, see shadow figures, feel like they're being followed through the ruins. One woman claimed the ground beneath her felt like it was shifting while she saw a monk staring at her with glowing eyes. Now, personally, I think ruined religious sites are especially unsettling because they represent corrupted safety. Places meant for peace becoming associated with violence creates emotional contradiction. And humans react strongly to that. Sacred places turning dark feels deeply unnatural psychologically. Part 10. The Kiyotaki Tunnel. And finally, Kiyotaki Tunnel. Built in 1927, exactly 444 meters long. Now, if you know Japanese culture, the number 4 is associated with death because the pronunciation is similar. So 444 already sounds cursed before you even enter. Construction workers reportedly died while building the tunnel. And ever since, ghost sightings became common. Drivers report seeing women in white near the entrance, passengers appearing in mirrors, cold hands touching shoulders from the back seat. There's even a mirror inside the tunnel that supposedly reflects things that aren't there. Nope, absolutely not. I already hate tunnels at night. I do not need haunted mirrors inside them too. And the thing is, tunnels psychologically create vulnerability. You're trapped temporarily, no escape routes, limited visibility, dark, enclosed space. Your brain becomes hyper-alert automatically. So when stories develop around places like this, they stick hard. What fascinates me most about these stories isn't whether ghosts are real. It's how tragedy changes places. Human suffering leaves emotional fingerprints behind. And sometimes entire communities keep those memories alive through stories. Some people hear these legends and think, obviously fake. Others fully believe every haunting. But I think the truth is more complicated. Fear itself changes perception. Isolation changes perception. Grief changes perception. And sometimes the scariest thing isn't the supernatural. It's the very human pain underneath the legend. Because behind almost every Japanese ghost story, there's betrayal, loneliness, violence, guilt, or loss. That's why these stories survive for generations. Not because people love ghosts, but because people remember suffering. And honestly, after reading all this, If someone offered me a free midnight tour through these places, I'm staying home. Thanks.